Hello again. I've actually moved downstairs now from the training rooms into my treatment room. I've been doing VHT or Equine Touch for Humans for 21 years now and have quite a large client base who will come whenever they need some body work. What was really funny was when I first started, it was all been done by word of mouth. The business is built like that. And it was because people would say, oh, go to Lyn because she does horses. As though that made an awful lot of difference and made it so much better that we could actually help humans because we were helping horses first. But some of those clients have been with me for a very long time, and we'll probably have a word with one or two of them anyway to see why they keep on coming. And I know it seems that if you've had clients for 20 years, that maybe what you're doing is not working, but actually that's completely the opposite. When I first started, and I would think clients would need to come back to me more often, and I think, oh gosh, you know, that guy came and he came for a couple of times and then I haven't heard anything from him again. Or the lady would come because she'd had a sore shoulder and we'd done some work on it. And the way I prefer to work is to have the client actually engaged in their own session. So if they need to know that it's time to find some help, to find somebody who will be able to perhaps relieve the pain, release the muscles, just make them feel generally more comfortable. And consequently, I would prefer a client to make a decision when they need to come back themselves. So I would then see this lady in the supermarket 6 months later and they'd say, oh, hello Lyn, how are you? Well, I didn't need to come back because whatever happened and it's okay at the moment. And that gave me a lot of faith. At first I thought, I'm not doing this right, this is not helping people. And then realised that actually, if this is the gift that the body needs, the body will work with that and the body will make its own adjustments. So when clients do ring me now, it's quite often a bit of a last minute thing. I can usually fit them in. A session lasts about 45 minutes. And sometimes that one session is all they need as a top up. I think, why does it work? I think it's the same with the horses. I think it works mainly, my observation from a long time practice, because we work with the whole body. We don't just address the problem that the client comes in with. A client might come in with a sore shoulder, and yes, you work on the shoulder, of course you do, but that's considered an area of concern. Is that the place that the problem started? The problem might be starting because their opposite side of their pelvis is rotated. So you're doing the whole body, and the body then tells you where the problems are lying, and that's when we can actually decide from a lot of procedures that we have which areas of concern procedures to apply on top of a basic body balance. But the secret is the same with the horses. You do the body balance first to prepare the body to receive the area of concern addresses. And that makes life very simple. It makes for the practitioner, you just follow the procedure. It's a discipline. We learn it in a set order. And we can teach people very easily how to do it because it is a set discipline. However, then, once they're qualified, it's the bodies that they put their hands on that actually teach them how to use the modality. So, on the whole, Equine Touch for Humans, VHT, whatever you care to call it, is the most amazing modality. And I'm very glad that I am still able to do this at my age. I mean, after massaging, if I'd been massaging all that period of time, which is what I started as, a massage therapist, no way would my hands have been able to cope with it. Why is that, I wonder? And again, I think it's because the whole system, as Jock evolved it, has very much of a Tai Chi attitude towards the training. You have your fingers and your thumbs that you use as tools, in effect, but then the body is what creates the movement. This is the body actually engages the energy that you're working with, and we work in such a set pattern that you're segmenting the body. So what you do on one side of the body, you do on the other, and the whole thing comes together as a whole. So I think it's mainly because it's a whole body address. Scientifically, what can we prove? Well, actually very little, apart from the fact I've probably got hundreds of people out there that tell me that it works. Scientifically, we can prove that we get increased circulation because you just have to touch the body, and that creates an ischemization in the body, so there's increased circulation. If you get increased circulation, you get increased lymphatic drainage, which is the cleansing system of the body. Again, from the actual practical point of view, by re-lengthening the muscles, you can actually get skeletal adjustments. And the whole body address is like having a scaffold up against the wall with a couple of pieces missing. If the side pieces, the scaffold pieces are missing, the body, the scaffold would fall down. It's the cross pieces, which in our case is the muscles, that keep the upright of the scaffold, or in our case the skeleton, together. Very simplistic, but that's just the way I feel. Maybe we'll talk to a couple of clients.